Welcome in to M&M, the State of Sports book. We're doing our week. We're on to week 4 already. Week 4 picks tonight, which is absolutely bonkers. We're going to do a quick little recap of the Sunday night game and then Monday night game before Nick takes over and we get into the picks. But I see Morgan down there smirking. Morgan, before we get to it, how are you doing?
I'm good.
And Nick, how are you doing?
Good.
Let's talk about that bad man.
Oh, that man. All those people who are those Mahomes guys who think he's the best quarterback. It's still Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers is the best quarterback in this league. Bar none, it's not close.
Bro, Nick and I walked. Nick and I did the New England doubleheader this weekend. We went to Gillette and then went to Fenway for the Red Sox game. Won't talk about either of those games, but
you got jinxed them pretty bad.
But we walked out of the game, and I immediately walked by a bar, and I was like, the Sunday night game is still going. I want to catch the end of it. And I walked into the bar. We saw Jimmy Garoppolo go down the field and score. And I just looked at Nick straight face. I was like, 38 seconds, way too much time for Rodgers.
30 seconds.
Way too much.
Don't seconds.
Way too much.
So I was in a training thing at work. It might be Tuesday, and they were showing a video, and they're like, take a second and take 6 seconds. And I'm like, that's too much time for Aaron Rodgers.
It's true.
It just went in my head and actually said it out loud. And people were like, what the f-?
It reminds me of the episode of Always Sunny in Philadelphia when they're reliving the Nick Foles and Tom Brady Super Bowl. And the Philadelphia Phillies are winning, but there's like 2.5 minutes left on the clock. And Charlie Day is just like, Brady's got the ball and there's still time. It's not over.
Yeah, I mean, that's what it was. I mean, I think that night Davante Adams solidified himself as the best receiver in the NFL. If it wasn't already.
I mean, I want to give a shout out to that offensive line because they don't have Bakhtiari. They didn't have Elton Jenkins, who was out. They had 3 rookies starting on that offensive line. Rodgers got sacked once.
Hey, you play a little harder. You play a little harder when 12's back there than other quarterbacks.
And going against that San Fran front. And then you had Kenny Clark on the other side, who was getting a lot of pressure early in that game.
Beast.
Our savior in the linebacker core, Devondre Campbell. Thank God for him.
Yeah, Jack's been shouting him out a lot lately with me. And
he's made a huge difference in that linebacking core.
I mean, he's still shitty in Madden, so my stance still stands there. Slowest linebackers in Madden.
And then you got Mason Money Crossbar.
Bro, that dude's got balls of steel, man. Like, it's automatic.
How can you not when Rodgers spikes the ball and he's already celebrating with 3 seconds? Knowing he's going to drill it. How can you not?
Devonta Adams walked off the field. He's like, the game's over. Crosby kicks the leather out of the ball. Easy money.
Yeah.
It was the second Crosby lined up for the kick. I was just like, this is in. Like,
I didn't even need a block. I was with Rodgers. As soon as Rodgers spiked it, I knew it.
Really quick. Do you think the Packers let them score to get the ball back?
No.
You don't think so?
No. I think Juszczyk is an animal who
he is. Jimmy played well.
You can't rely on them, San Fran, not trying to score there.
Yeah, true.
I mean, even if they try and run it down, they still got to get in that next play. But
real quick before we move on to that Cowboys-Eagles game, which I know actually 2 out of the 3 here are very happy guys. Aaron Rodgers is a bad man. He is a bad man. But let's move on to the Monday night game. Dak Prescott is good at football.
Yeah.
Not as good as Aaron Rodgers.
Played really well.
We're moving past that, Morgan.
I'm not done. That's my king.
Listen. This is a quick 20-minute segment we're trying to get through. We could talk about Rodgers all night.
Well, I mean, Aaron should deserve 17 minutes of that.
All right. Regardless. Nick, how do you feel about your Cowboys being a viable team?
I mean, they're not, but
what do you mean?
It was a good game.
They're good.
Empty promises.
Dak looks good.
Yeah, they look good, but they're not going to do anything.
They did play Philly.
Let's be honest.
Philly played San Fran tough week 1.
Philly's not good. I stand by it.
Come on.
I mean, I'm being realistic here. It was a really good game, and I was excited that they won. But
I fucking hate this. I need you to have hope that they're going to be good, and then I need them to fall flat on their fucking face. I don't like this.
I mean, they're probably going to lose their next game. They're playing the Panthers, so.
It helps when they have a stud wide receiver like Amari Cooper.
Yeah, Amari Cooper, man. That dude, fantasy-wise, ripping it up this year.
Dude.
I offered you Mike Evans for him.
I needed 6 points going into Monday. The other dude didn't even have a player playing Monday. I needed 6 points. This man gives me 5.6 points. He could eat shit. He's dead to me. I'm gonna drop him. I'm not even gonna trade him. I'm gonna let the Wolves take him.
I'll pick him up. He won me a keg of wool, so.
Really quick, Morgan. How's that ass whooping?
Just taking it.
You're on to week 4 already?
No, I mean it's a thing where we don't want to be. We're taking the Brady method here. We don't want to give away too much in the regular season for when we make that playoff push and set it up for the championship run. We just don't want to give our.
Well, there's one guy on this podcast that's undefeated against everybody else, and that'd be me against you fuckers. So eat it.
Sure.
Nick, it's your show now, kid.
Week 4. What is your lock of the week? And we're going to start with Matt.
Lock of the week. I got the Kansas City Chiefs -7 against the Philadelphia Eagles. Market, KC, they're listening to the words of Dawg. They're going to be out there desperate.
Yeah, that.
It's going to be a desperate team, 1-2. You can't go 1-3 in that division with the way that Vegas and the Chargers are looking. Herbert's the real deal, man. Like he is. So it's going to be a desperate team.
I do. I almost went with that one.
Morgan.
I went probably a little more out on the limb here, solely based on how many points this team gets. And I think with Buffalo playing 2 outstanding games, they're kind of come down a little bit this week. So I'm taking Houston at +16.5.
That's crazy.
That's so many points for an NFL.
They don't even have Tyrod Taylor starting at quarterback.
I think it's crazy.
That's your lock of the week.
I think
that
Buffalo
is like
favored to win.
They are.
I get 16.5 points though.
You're going to take Houston for your lock of the week for 16. I want this. I want you to think about this.
I went 3-1.
Houston Texans.
Yeah.
And that's going to be your one next week.
Okay. Enjoy putting your faith in David Mills, whoever.
Davis Mills.
I don't even know his name.
It's written in the pad. It's solidified now in stone.
Done.
Or paper. What's your over?
My over is Cleveland, Minnesota, 51.5. Both teams score a lot of points. I just think it's going to be high scoring.
It's a good over.
And they're in a dome. So
my over. Let's just go with my lock of the week. I got KC and Philly over 54.5. It's minimum going to happen because KC by themselves is going to drop 40, and they also have a shitty defense. So
this is the 3rd week in a row you said somebody's scoring 40, and the first 2 haven't come to fruition.
I'm due.
Statistically, he's going to get it right eventually.
Exactly.
He's under pressure now.
Dun, 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 dun.
All right, going to the under. Speaking of under pressure.
Under pressure, I got the Ravens versus the Broncos over under 44.5. It's a low scoring game. I think it's going to be it's mile high. I know the Ravens defense isn't that great, but I don't think the Broncos offense, you got to prove it to me with Teddy Bridgewater, I think, but I think it's going to be under that 44.5 mark. Dog fight.
Morgan.
Similar kind of game, I think, is kind of a prove it game for Jameis Winston. I'm going Giants in New Orleans 42.
Ooh, you think that's gonna be that low scoring?
I do.
Wow.
There's just I don't know. It's hard to gauge Jameis and Daniel Jones. You don't know what's going on with the Giants, so I think it's gonna be under.
Jameis looked decent this last weekend when Nick and I saw him in person.
But it's the Jameis show. It's every other week. It's how Jameis has always played.
Maybe he puts 2 weeks back to back together. Who knows?
Who knows?
He's due for some turnovers this week.
Probably.
All right. We're going to go to the upset. What's the upset?
So my upset, one I can't believe they're an underdog, is Baltimore. Getting a point in Denver, I think they're just a better team. I don't think Denver's really played anybody. I think Baltimore's going to run the table with Denver.
I think that's a great pick. My upset is the Giants versus the Saints game. The Giants covering that +7. I think they're going to cover it. I think it's going to be a close game. like Morgan said, it's the Jameis show. He's due for turnovers. But also Daniel Jones looked good last week, and they got that extra few days of practice because they had that Thursday night game. So maybe they're starting to get into sync. Maybe Shaquan is back, and we'll see.
No.
Really quick before we get into our Survivor picks, I got to read Santa's picks real quick. Santa pick. The Thursday night game, which will already be aired tomorrow. Sorry, guys. Under game, Cincinnati versus Jacksonville tonight. Jacksonville will lose that game. I can guarantee that. Over, we have the Green Bay Packers versus the Pittsburgh Steelers at 45.5. I think that's a solid over. Lock Dallas -4. Good news for you, Nick. Good news.
Not when my father's taking the Giants. No chance.
Upset New York Giants. So Ken and I on the same page, you know? Me and Santa.
I feel like you probably just stole that from him.
I did not.
All bullshit.
Smell a thief amongst us.
maybe a little bit. It's just a little crumb, of knowledge.
All right. Are we all gonna have the same Survivor pick?
I have a backup prepared if we do. So
I'm going first. I have Buffalo.
Okay. I did not have Buffalo. So
Wouldn't have been my first choice.
They're plus 16.5. How are they not your first?
They would have been my first choice, but I've already taken them. So.
Oh, by the way, did we all get ours last week too?
We did.
So we're all 3-0.
3-0 or 2-0. We started 2 weeks.
We started week 2.
Yeah, we gave ourselves a week to get into it. You know.
All right. Undefeated, never lost.
Never lost.
I'm the only one on this show with a 100% success rate so far.
It's true, guys.
That's not nothing.
You guys want to bet? You guys want to bet money line? You listen to Stash.
Yeah, it's true. All right, Morgan, what's your Survivor?
Well, I think it's pretty easy one here for me. I'm going with Matt's lock of the week, Kansas City. I think it's the easiest pick because I don't have Buffalo, so I'm taking KC.
Nice.
Good call.
Did either of you guys pick the Buccaneers last week?
Nope.
No. You don't think they're going to run the Patriots out of
I have no gauge on that game at all. I don't know.
Did you watch the Patriots play last week?
Here's the thing. That's part of it, too. If Morgan and I can give everybody a stay the fuck away from game,
it is
New England and Tampa.
That.
Because logical thinking, you think Tom Brady's going to go in there and throw 5 touchdowns. But then I don't want to bet like that against Belichick. I can't. Can't do it, won't do it.
Here's the thing is I think both of them were preparing last week for this week.
Correct.
Because I think this game means about as much as a Super Bowl can mean to these two. Just to beat each other.
I think Tom Brady loses and he still doesn't give a fuck because he's got 7 rings. And he won without Bill already. So
I still think there's that little.
But it is his game to lose.
100% it is.
And like, here's the thing, man. That's old school Patriots going in as an underdog, like early 2000. Billy's gonna get that defense fired up. Oh, baby.
I think Brady getting booed is gonna be fun to watch.
He's not gonna get booed.
He is definitely gonna get booed.
100%.
I think there's gonna be a mixture of both because they were
during the game. That man will get booed
during the game.
But they were interviewing people during the tailgating and stuff, and I heard a lot of recordings of people basically telling Tom Brady to go eat shit.
Yeah, it was Nick and I recording because we were at the game. We were asking people what they thought about it.
And they were saying Tom can eat shit.
So is that where we're inputting all the fan audio here?
Yes, Crosby agrees.
My dog, he agrees that Tom Brady can eat shit.
Here's a question I want to pose between Friday and Sunday, and I want you guys to really think about this.
Do I get to pick my Survivor pick?
Yes, go ahead. You could have got away with staying 100% for another week.
I'm gonna get away with staying 100% because I'm gonna pick a winner anyway.
Fair enough.
So there you have it.
Well played.
My Survivor pick of the week is the Rams.
Arizona, that's a tough game.
That's your Survivor pick of the week?
I like it. I like the balls on it.
I went Titans last week and they won.
You have the biggest dick out of all 3 of us. Easily.
The Rams. Both 3-0. But the Cardinals, I think, have won their last 4 against them, so I think the Rams are going to come in with some fucking heat.
And
the Cardinals are frauds.
Cooper Kupp's been a boss.
So, yeah, that's my pick, the Rams. Mark it.
I like that. So I asked these 2 older gentlemen at Gillette this question, and I want to know what you guys think about it. How many more Super Bowls would Brady have to win to not go in as a Patriot to the Hall of Fame?
7.
You think he has to win 7 more?
He's going in as a Patriot. He
Are you think he just doesn't go out of spite?
Are you sure? He's one of the most like spiteful athletes of all time. If he wins another, I could see him being like, you want to know what? Screw you, Belichick.
No chance. 0. He loves Robert Kraft too much to do that to him. I think it would take more than he got with New England to do that.
Well, that being said, folks, give us your number, what you guys think it is. For me, for Stash, for Morgan, we will catch you Monday morning with an argument for the ages. I'm so excited about this one. Wade Boggs versus Tony Gwynn. Nick with Wade Boggs, Morgan with Gwynn. Nick showed me a picture of them too from back in the day, and they both look so fucking cool.
It is on our Instagram account if you want to take a look at it.
It is. And also to everybody that has watched us on YouTube for this past one, which is almost 60 of you now. Thank you guys for joining us. We really appreciate it. You know, we're going to keep the content rolling and keep the arguments coming. And I got nothing else. You guys got anything?
Go Pat, go. I ain't letting Nick steal it.
And Trevor Lawrence, just don't die tonight.